We're at American Top Team in Coconut Creek in South Florida, and I'm here with one of the top fighters, Amanda Nunes. She's going to be fighting Miesha Tate for the women's bantamweight title in UFC 200, which is an enormous event. Amanda, thank you so much. What is this going to be like for you fighting Miesha Tate for the title at UFC 200?
Thank you for you guys. Thank you. But I wait for this moment in my life, you know. I've been training hard. I've been, show very good fights for your body. And I think I only wait, and the moment is coming and I'm ready for it.
When you first found out that you were going to be fighting in this big event for this huge title, what were the feelings, what were the emotions going through you, and who was the first person you told this to?
We kind of waited for this moment, like when I find out, kind of like, big breath, and now is my time. And I call the first person I call my mom, and my sister, and my brother. But I have Nina already, by my side, my other sister too by my side, and then this was very, very happy for us.
Your sister Vanessa was the one, and you started training in Brazilian JiuJitsu when you were about 17 years old, and that was through your sister Vanessa, who was involved in Brazilian JiuJitsu. She did that. What is it like when she watches your fights and you talk to her about the fights? What is that like for you, and what does she say to you?
It's very important. I started Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu because of her. I live in my city was small. I never think in Jiu-Jitsu, those things, because, she already living in the big city they call Salvador. And she starts training, then she think about me, and then call me after the training. I want you have to try this Jiu-Jitsu. What is that, Jiu-Jitsu? And I find out in the gym is gonna come a coach in my city, my small city. Like, what is very crazy situation, because I never think something like this is gonna happen, because supposed to have jiu-jitsu only in big cities, and then some coach is gonna go teach it there, and then if the class started, maybe he keep going, maybe, and then I was the first woman that trained there with him.
So you were the first woman trainer
with him,
because it was all guys.
It's
all
nobody.
Men? No one.
Yeah, the only one. I started the class there, and then I walked like he. What do you want to do, jiu-jitsu? Well, yes, I want to do. My sister tell me is this art is my face, I want to try this. And then I start training, then I get it very fast. I start to compete 1 month. Yeah, and I have a medal in 1 month of jiu-jitsu training. And then after that was very good. I went to compete, and then I moved to Salvador to train in big gym.
The bigger city with the bigger gym, right?
Yeah, I got one level in the city. I can't stay there anymore.
You have to go to the next level.
Yeah, and then I went to compete in another city, and then I meet Sensei Edson Carvalho, in the competition. And then I won the competition, then he called me, and then he asked me, you wanna come train with me? I'm gonna make you a champion. And then I got so happy because Sensei Ricardo Carvalho, he's the biggest guy, in jiu-jitsu. And I get my stuff and then moved to Salvador.
You don't even have to wait.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm there. Before you finish this, I'm going.
Yeah, my sister already lived there, but it's very far, And then Sensei Ricardo asked me, you want to live in the gym? You can bring your stuff and we can set up a little space here for you, and then you can stay to train full time. And then, yes, for sure. I tell him, yes, for sure. And then I bring my stuff and then start leaving the gym. And then I train full time. And then like this, everything's happen. I start to compete more, travel more, and then come the opportunity to fight MMA.
The journey for you is amazing because you started in the small city, then went to the big city, and then eventually you end up landing in UFC,
Yeah.
which is huge now, and you have this big fight. How do you feel when you look back and to see where you came from at this small little gym? You were the only one training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at the time, and then taking that journey. So how do you feel, and not get too overconfident, because you still have a big fight coming up. So how do you look at all this?
I'm so glad, you know, in my whole life, I have people believe in me, you know, and people want to make me a champion, you know, and I'm so glad I have these people around me. And when I moved to America, it was the same, you know, people who want to help me, and I like to train too, you know. My coach see this, and they make it excited, you know, to work with, and everything's be amazing. You know, I have this big fight coming up, and I'll be ready for. I'm gonna train hard, you know, the way. But I have it always fight have a challenge. You know, I have a lot of challenge, things that I have to fix it, and then change everything for my last fight to the next fight. I don't want to do the same mistakes that I did. Everything go to on the work, you know, and that's why I'm here in the gym and be ready for the title shot. I know it's gonna be hard, you know. Miesha is a tough opponent, but I'm gonna be ready. I know I can be a champion. I know I can beat her, and I'm gonna be ready that day.
What do you like about American Top Team? What do you like about the coaches, the trainers, the people, everything that's about American Top Team here in South Florida?
Yeah, the coach is great, you know. When I walk in this gym, I always walk happy, you know, training. The coach always bring new things, you know, to the class and make you excited to learn. And the friendship, I think the coach is all about only make you a better fighter, and anything else than that. Everything about the gym and the training. Outside the gym, you know, everything is different. There's nothing involved, only about the training. This is the biggest thing. I love training here.
Amanda, what was it like being in South Florida? It's warm weather, nice weather in South Florida. Was it a big adjustment for you coming from Brazil and then coming to South Florida? How has that been for you being here, living in South Florida now?
Yeah, it's, the weather is pretty close to Brazil, you know. But when I come to America the first time, I went to live in New Jersey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get it, like cold weather there. Was crazy, but was
Did you see
good.
snow?
I learned a lot
Did you
of
see
good
snow?
things. I see snow.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I come to America when I was 20, 21 years old, and was very good experience. But moving to here is incredible. I love to live in Florida, and because the weather is similar in Brazil, and I love that.
All right, Amanda, thank you so much. UFC 200. Amanda Nunes going against Miesha Tate for the women's bantamweight title. She represents American Top Team. She represents Brazil. She's a good representative for the sport. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you so much, you guys.